So what I've done is I thought I'd try 3 different ways of establishing it. One is with a direct drill, just straight into the stubble. The second way is with just broadcasting with a harrow over the top, so a very, very light sort of scratch just under the straw effectively. And then the third way was broadcasting and then a light cultivation. So you've got 3 different ways, which is all I thought, and particularly the last 2 would be what people might have on their farms to hand if they're dipping their toe into the water with this. So that's where we are. The broadcast one hasn't established so well, but you think it's coming later, don't you?
Yeah, it'll just be slower to get going because it's lacking that seed to soil contact. But it'll be good to see in the spring. We'll do some biomass.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
and then see what happens then. Because with cover crops, it's always a job to weigh up. You know, you've got other pressures when it needs to be planted. So if you can be quick with a broadcast, it's ideal if it comes well. So it's good to try these things, like you said, Jonathan. Yeah, absolutely.
So Harry, could you just explain all the different species that you've got in the mixes that we've put in the trial here?
Okay, so we've got this mix in particular. The Smart Winter Cover has got 6 species: buckwheat, phacelia, vetch, crimson clover, smart radish, and linseed. So the idea is that they're all offer different rooting structures, whether they're big sort of compaction remediation work, or they're going deep to allow water for infiltration. So they all work in conjunction. They're not all one of the same. So having the variety of all 6 roots is essentially why it's there. Some will also offer early pollination, like the buckwheat. Now there's a few bees, which is just an added bonus. The phacelia will come later, but yeah, the idea is there's layered rooting covering as much as the soil profile as possible in one mix. You've also got some legumes in there, so a little bit of end fixing. Yeah.
So the eagle-eyed people that are actually going to watch this video will also notice that there's some borage. So Jonathan, would you just explain?
Yeah, this is all volunteer borage. This field had borage 2 years ago, and just goes to, they say you can never get rid of it. Well, here's a little example, but it's all doing a job. The roots are going down, and I think I've been assured that the frost will knock it back in the winter time. Fingers crossed.
So we've pulled these up just to have a look at the root variety. Already you can see the difference that's coming. The radish here thicker and longer so far. The linseed as well actually just sort of keeps on going, length again. Phacelia, that will continue like that, but the vetch here, a lot more going on there and holding the soil together, and the nodulation as well, and then the buckwheat going deep, but I think we lost a bit of that one as well. So it just goes to show the root variety and why we choose different ones, and then there's just the borage for added measure in there.
Where I'm standing here obviously is where we broadcast and then just went over with like a harrow very lightly, and you can see to a line the difference in the establishment of the borage. And actually, if you go further up there where the control has had nothing, the borage is like up here. So this is how much it's been hit by just having a very light cultivation. It's subdued it so much. Just one of those things. It might be stating the obvious, but it's obviously knocked it back a bit.